you're with us on Overdrive. Now, the latest electric scooter sales suggest that Ather is in the top 5 of the most preferred electric scooters being sold in the country today. Now, the latest generation of the 450X is going to enter the market pretty soon, and we have a review of that. It now gets some magic with a bit of twist. Let's take a look.
6 months ago, Ather launched the Rizta, which was focused on comfort and convenience. But today we are standing next to the 2025 450X. Now, this one is touted as the bike of scooters. What are the updates here? 2 new tires, the Ather Stack 6, you get 2 new colors, multiple traction control, and the magic wrist mode, the magic pull mode. Now, what does all of that bring to the table for the 450X? I'm going to tell you all about that in detail. But before I start the video, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon to stay updated to all the videos that we do. Welcome to Overdrive, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the 450X. Let's take a quick look at the bike because nothing much has changed in terms of components. You still get the 12-inch tires, disc brakes up front and at the rear. These are the new tires though, the MRF Zapper E-Tread tires. The aim here is to focus on extending the range of the scooter. You have 2 new colors, so there's this Hyper Sand and Stealth Blue. This is my favorite of the two. It has these orange accents which adds to the sporty look of the bike. The fenders and the panels, they are quite neat, and you have a single piece seat over here, grab rails for the pillion. Now when it comes to features, it is tech loaded. First of all, you get Magic Twist, which has been brought down from the Apex to the X, which also helps in regen, and you can also complete a full stop, a proper halt, by twisting the throttle the other way around. The Magic Twist was first seen on the 450 Apex, and now it has been brought down to the X. And it is very easy to use. Unlike most EVs that have regen levels that are engaged by the tap of a button, the Magic Twist here engages regenerative functions at negative input of the throttle. The moment you twist the throttle the other way around, the system engages regenerative braking, and once engaged, it also gets you to a complete halt. It may take some conscious effort to integrate that to your system, but once you are used to it, it's a fine and unique alternative for braking in traffic and congestion. Now when it comes to the performance of the new 2025 Ather 450X, nothing much has changed because the company still offers the 2.9 kWh battery pack and the 3.7 kWh battery pack, but still gets the 26 Newton meters of peak torque. The company says that the true world range of the 2.9 kWh battery has jumped to 110 kilometers and the 3.7 kWh battery has jumped to 130 kilometers. Now I cannot validate that right now because we are limited on time and we are on a track. But the riding dynamics, they remain the same. It's pretty nimble to handle. It's quite light on its feet. It's very easy and fun to ride. You can slice and dice through traffic like nobody's business, especially with the Warp mode. So there are 4 modes available. There's Warp, there is Sport, there is Ride, and there is Eco. So Eco meaning the most frugal of the modes, and Warp is where your responses are quite adhered to. So at the flick of the throttle, there's oodles of torque available, and those overtakes are super fun. It's super easy. The braking duties are done by disc brakes on both wheels, and they do a fine job of dropping the anchors when the occasion calls for it. The bite on the front rotor is a little sharp as compared to the rear one. The rear brake has more progression and the front one takes some time getting used to. The rider triangle remains to be quite neutral and comfortable. Taller riders might complain about the lack of knee room, but for the average Indian height, there is ample amount of space to wiggle around. The suspension setup is on the firmer side of things, but the ride does not become bone-jarring or too uncomfortable. Actually, the ride experience in itself is so engaging that it made me forget about the undulations or turbulence I felt while riding on a rough patch or broken tarmac. Now there are multiple traction modes that have been offered with the new iteration of the 450X. Here you have Road, Rally, and Rain. So the Rain is where the traction mode intervenes a little when it senses that there's a slight slippage of traction, but the Rally mode is where you can have proper fun because it is where you can probably twist the throttle and get some action on the rear wheel where it's slipping, but yet you are having fun. You can do burnouts and stuff like that. So something like that on an electric scooter like this, it's actually quite fun to have. And also you can turn off the traction control to go proper all out, all those skids and sliding turns that you can have. But apart from that, I think it's a very fun scooter to have. The TFT screen could use some improvement when it comes to calibrations. It is a good unit, but while navigating through the interface, it stutters a tad bit, and similarly, the joystick on the handlebar lags a little when browsing through the quick selection menu. This could have been a glitch on the test unit that I was riding, but when I was trying to change the traction control while on the move, it does work while making you work for it. Should have been a seamless affair. But these are minor niggles and not something that sticks out like a sore thumb. And we hope these issues are ironed out in the production version.
Now the 2025 Ather 450X can be yours for a next showroom price of this. For the amount of money, you get new tires, the Magic Twist throttle, traction control system and a claimed extended range. Having said that, I think this is one of the better looking scooters out there, especially if you want to have fun. It is good to look at, it is easy to ride. That's it from my side on this one. Always wear your helmets, always wear your seat belts, stay safe. I'll see you on the next one.
Well, with that, it's a wrap on this week's edition of Overdrive. But remember, you can stay in touch with the team through our various social media platforms. You can write to us on YouTube and follow our latest updates on Instagram. Until next week, then drive and ride safe.